Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here, really appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, I'm Em and I'm an ADHD coach. I can officially say that now, and that's where I've been for a little while. I've not been around for a bit. I've been working hard doing my qualification with ADHD Works, which was truly amazing. So thank you to Leanne and team for everything on that. It's been awesome. But yeah, so I'm officially now ADHD coach. If you know from before, I was doing a lot of work around mindset coaching, self-sabotage. So now I'm combining that with the ADHD stuff in the work that I'm offering to people. So today, what am I here to talk about today? I'm here to talk about, I can feel my head getting distracted. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave this in. I'm not going to edit that out because I'm like, actually, yes, I'm an ADHD coach, right? So I know a lot about these strategies. Point is, I have ADHD myself too. So I've learned to be a lot kinder to myself about these things. So whereas before, I'd have stopped that video, started again, paused it, re-edited. I'm like, do you know what? Anyone watching this will understand the trouble with ADHD, and they will understand that one of those things is getting distracted. So I'm not even going to apologise for it. So yeah, today I want to talk about emotions. I feel like with the emotional stuff, I don't know if you feel like this as well. For me personally, I feel like it's not spoken about quite as much. You know, we talk about, the time blindness and the distraction and the focus and all of that stuff. The emotional stuff you hear talked about, but not quite as much. And for me, this is a biggie. And for a lot of people I talk to, it's the same. It's the fact that I was thinking the other day, this is how this came about. I was thinking the other day about how with emotions and with strategies that are out there on how to manage them, I've always been completely like, no, it's not going to work, it's not going to happen. And that wasn't because I was just dismissing it, it was because I was trying it and it wasn't working. But I've realised something that's really key, and I'm hoping that sharing this with you will help you with this stuff as well. So what I realised is it wasn't that the strategies don't work so much as I had a really, I was going to say I'm working on this, or I'm a work in progress, had a really unhealthy relationship with emotions. So what was happening? Okay, so with ADHD, for anyone who doesn't know, if there's any kind of neurotypicals watching this, with ADHD, we do tend to feel things on a much more kind of extreme level. So there's a lot of all or nothings with ADHD. There's a lot of, you can be really focused on top of the world 1 minute, feeling really good, feeling like you can take on anything. And then the next minute something can happen and you can be really deflated and just really low with that. And I know everyone, has this to a degree, but with ADHD, these do seem to be more extreme and more regular. It's a lot harder for us to find that kind of even keel and that balance. Alongside that, there's all the rejection sensitivity stuff as well, which is really hard and really triggers emotions. It's I had something last week with a situation where it was either a rejection or a perceived rejection. I'm still not sure at the moment, kind of how that's kind of all playing out. But either way, it was really like, it massively stings. It's kind of like, we find that stuff really hard. So if someone's tone changes with us, if they're messaging and then suddenly we don't hear from them, it's like, again, I know other people struggle with this, but it's very different. It's like it's hard to explain, but hopefully if you're watching this as well, you have possibly got ADHD and you get what I'm talking about. But it's that real kind of, it almost kind of consumes you. And I find that with all this emotional stuff, it's all very consuming. Another thing is like rage. I don't know if you guys feel like this, but even like some of the smallest things can set off like this real rage in me. Like I'm trying to think of an example. I was trying to put some stuff away the other day that I'd actually been to a shop, bought some shopping, which was really positive in the first place. Putting some stuff away and just dropped something and it fell all over the floor. And I was like proper like intense about this, and that's what I'm, I guess, trying to get across for anyone who's just kind of not sure. What I'm trying to get across is emotions are all on this kind of really intense level. So anyway, where am I going with this? So basically, that combined with, I laugh, but it's not actually funny, but it's just kind of, again, you just even thinking about all these emotions, I can feel it kind of building in me. But all those strong emotions combined with, and this is the key, combined with a kind of lifetime of being told I'm wrong for feeling those emotions. So the whole stuff I've talked about previously, but you know, the too sensitive, too much, too intense, whatever that looks like. And prior to my diagnosis, I used to believe all that shit. Like, oh yeah, you know, I need to tone it down. I need to be different. I shouldn't be so soft. I shouldn't be this. I shouldn't be that. And it was, you know, it's horrendous. So bearing in mind, I only got my diagnosis earlier this year. I have had a lifetime. I'm 46, so I have had a lifetime of almost trying to, feeling shame. I was trying to think of the word, feeling shame around those emotions. Trying to block that stuff out, trying just not to feel these things, because in my eyes, that was wrong. So that was something I needed to pull back from, and I needed to block or minimize. And so then what was happening is, so say for example, someone was like, okay, maybe try and do this breathing exercise, maybe try and do something about your thoughts. And I'm going to talk about these in a minute, but you know, do those things. I'd be like, yeah, but that stuff doesn't work. And the reason why was because I was naming and feeling these emotions were wrong. So there's me thinking, right, I need to do things to completely obliterate and get rid of this emotion, right? Which obviously is a complete nonsense. It just doesn't work. But this is what I thought, because I felt so much shame around what I was feeling and the intensity that I was feeling it. So actually, post-diagnosis, I can now look at all that stuff in a lot more, compassionate way. And I can say to myself, right, okay, there's nothing wrong with me for feeling the way I do. There's nothing wrong with me feeling these emotions. However, there are times where those emotions might not be helping me to get to where I want to be. They might feel so bad. And I want to work to challenge them, to change them, because our emotions in the end come from a lot of, our beliefs and our thought processes. So yes, there are times where I can look and I can challenge the thoughts that I'm having. So for example, if I'm messaging someone and I don't hear back from them, rather than me going, oh my God, they literally hate me, which happens on a regular basis, by the way. So anyone watching this who thinks, well, I do that. Yeah, normal, standard. I know loads of people with ADHD who do it. It's kind of like, oh my God, literally the whole world hates me. I'm going to do another video on that at some point because there's too much to go into now. But where was I? Yeah, so the point is I can challenge those thoughts. We can challenge those thoughts, and we can go, actually, is it that they hate me, or is it that they've got stuff going on, or they've got distracted, or whatever? And I know if my sister's watching this, she'll be laughing at me, because the number of times she has these conversations with me, and maybe they're just busy, and I'm like, yeah, but no, they literally hate me. And it is hard for us because of how intense we feel those emotions, but it is possible to change those thoughts, so that even if we just shift that emotion a little bit, because remember, it's not about trying to get rid of it, it's about just trying to maybe make, it more realistic, experience, response, I think was the word I was looking for. So yeah, it's almost like, I'm still going to feel a bit shit if I haven't heard back from somebody, but if I'm not convincing myself they hate me, I'm not going to feel as bad. So it's just about kind of accepting the emotions there and flowing with it. Which brings me to the next point. It is around accepting emotions. Like, honestly, the more you can sit with an emotion, the more it's going to flow through you. And again, this is something I've known for years. I'm a bloody mindset coach, right? But for me, because I was thinking, okay, well, if I sit with it, because my expectation was just get rid of the damn thing, I don't want to feel it. Sitting with it didn't work for me, because I was like, well, it's not flowing through me in like the half a second that I want it to flow through me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not suddenly feeling amazing. So this is a pile of shit. This doesn't work. But actually, when you stop trying to get rid of it and just accept it a bit more and, take away the shame, you then can sit and accept the emotion. And then you understand that it's a gradual process. It does reduce and it does flow through, but also it's about us taking the learning from that emotion. What is it telling us? If we're feeling really stressed out, if we're really angry, if we're really low, if we're really whatever, maybe just sitting with that and thinking, what are the messages it's trying to tell me? What's going on for me? What do I need to give myself right now? I did a video a while back on self-soothing, and it's that kind of thing. It's about, it's absolutely cool to want to ease that emotion, to kind of self-soothe, to put your weighted blanket over you, to put some music on, to call a friend, to do all of those things. But the point is, you have to stop doing it with that intention of just trying to get rid of the emotion, because then it won't work. It's more, I guess the whole point I'm trying to get across in this, and I hope it's coming across, is just allowing the emotion to be, taking away the shame. Then you can do these things. You can sit with it. You can challenge it. Reach out to someone, talk to someone. Obviously ADHD coaching, brilliant for that, right? And this is why I do what I do, because having someone, that understands what you're going through to talk to is just awesome. It really is. And if you want to talk about that, just check out my description. I'm going to put my website on there, and yeah, just get in touch and we can talk it through. This isn't a sales pitch. I'm not going to go for all that now, but seriously, having someone to talk to. So if it's not a coach, find a friend that you trust who possibly, ideally has ADHD, knows what it's like. Have someone that you can really talk to about this stuff, because that massively, massively helps. Things like journaling. Again, I was like, oh, journaling, that doesn't work. Because again, I'm thinking, oh, it's not just making my emotions go away. Again, it's not about that. It's not about making it go away. Journaling absolutely is brilliant. I don't do it as often as I could do. I was going to say should, but screw shoulds. We don't do shoulds over here. But I don't do it as often as I could. But when I do, it actually helps, because we have really busy minds, right, as ADHDers, and just having that space to kind of just blur, put it all out there. Whether you look back at that or not, sometimes I just don't even look back at what I've written, because I just need that process of freeing myself from it a little bit. So all of those things, and I'm not going to go into every single technique for managing emotions, because that's not actually what this is about. This is about change your relationship with your emotions, change how you view them. Stop viewing them as something that's wrong. Stop viewing yourself as wrong for having intense emotions. And you will, honestly, just that in itself, you're going to feel lighter. These things are going to feel easier to manage. And you know what, if people around you seemingly just, I look around me and some people I know, like friends and stuff, and I'm like, you just seem to kind of muddle through and get on with life, and everything's cool and everything's fine. And it's like, I'm sure it's not. I think what happens for me personally, and I know every person with ADHD is different, by the way, so I'm fully aware of that. We're not all feeling this, but hopefully some of you will relate. For me, it is about the fact that, I don't know, I suppose I show my emotions a lot. I wear it on my sleeve. So then if other people don't, I just think, oh, well, they're getting along fine. But, just remember, just because we show that stuff, other people might be feeling things slightly differently, and like I've talked about, but doesn't mean they're just going on and everything's fine. And I just wanted to put in that, because I do think there is a lot of comparison. It's one of the things, when you've kind of grown up with that lifetime of low self-worth, it's very easy to compare yourself to other people. So it's about just putting some perspective on that as well. But anyway, I'm going off on another tangent, which is not like me, not like my ADHD brain at all. So I'm going to leave that there, because I think, I probably will do another video on that at some point as well, and talking about the whole comparing to other people. But for now, that is the message. Just think about your relationship with emotions. Think about maybe what you've been told over the years, and what you need to let go of, or want to let go of, rather, And like I said, if you want some help with that, this is the sort of stuff that I do with the clients that I work with, so give me a shout. But yeah, in the meantime, please, ADHD warriors, come and connect with me. I really am. One of the things I'm loving so much that I don't think I had in my coaching before is just connecting with so many like-minded, awesome people. Is bloody brilliant. Through my LinkedIn, not so much my Insta, I'll be honest, but LinkedIn and Facebook, I'm getting loads of messages, chatting to loads of really cool people, and I just love that. So description for this video, check it out. I'm going to put a link on there with my website, my socials, all of that stuff. So just come and say hello, let's share our journeys, because we're all in this together at the end of the day. And on that, if you could hit subscribe, that would be really cool. If you hit the little bell icon as well, it will notify you of when I post videos, so you're not going to miss anything. But I'll also try and put some emails out there about this as well. So again, website, sign up to my email link. I'm going to be really honest, I want to do probably fortnightly emails. At the moment, they're more likely monthly. I've got kind of a lot of stuff I'm still doing. a lot of work kind of with this change to re-niche into the ADHD. So bear with me, guys. But yeah, together we've got this. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that's been helpful in just kind of questioning and changing your mindset around how you feel about your emotional state. And any comments, yeah, drop me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. Any questions, put them in the comments. Happy to try and answer. And yeah, have a brilliant rest of your days, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will be back more with soon. Oh my god, see, I was going to edit that. I will be back soon with more. Right, okay, I'm off to get focused and get on with my day, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys. Loads of love. Bye.